Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be applying some makeup that I got during the Sephora VIB sale. Before we start though, I'd love it if you leave a comment and a like down below and subscribe. Okay, now that I have you zoomed in, I'm going to start with my primer, which is the Touch and Seal Icy Sherbet Primer. I didn't get this from the Sephora VIB sale, but it's sold at CVS, and I believe the brand is also sold in Sephora as well. It's like a Korean brand. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingertips. It looks like this. And it's like a primer that has like a silicone-y texture almost, but is also cooling. So I'm just going to spread that all over the face evenly. And a little bit down my neck. Alright, next I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown corrector. This I'm just putting under my eyes to correct the dark circles. Help brighten them a little bit. And I like to apply this before my foundation just to get like a good base going, I guess. It's just I like how it sits under my foundation. I'm just going to blend this out with my ring finger, warming up the product a little bit with my hand. I put a little bit in the inner corner as well. I bring it up onto my eyelid. As you can see, this has made a big difference already with my skin, my under eye circles. Next, I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 180. Just taking the applicator and drawing some lines on my face. A little bit under the eyes as well, but I'm going to go in with concealer as well. Then I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender that I have and just pat that out. Now this shade is a little light for me, but I find when I put my bronzer on and everything, it evens out and looks nice. And I'm really pressing this into the skin to make sure it looks very skin-like, which is very easy with this product because it's like a lightweight formula. I'd say it's like a satin finish. I wouldn't say it's matte. I wouldn't say it's dewy. It's very skin-like, which I like. That's usually the foundations that I go for. Alright, now that we have the foundation applied, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I picked up the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in the shade, I believe it's in the shade 5. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes. Now this is a very thin formula. I'm just gonna put it everywhere where I just want a little extra coverage. I could go in with more of the foundation and it would probably add a little bit more, but I just like this concealer so much, so I'm just gonna use the concealer. This concealer also has like a little bit of sparkle in it almost. Not like a eyeshadow kind of sparkle, but like it's iridescent almost. I'm just gonna blend this out with my Beauty Blender again. And I really like the finish that the combination of these two give me. Hopefully you guys can't hear my bird in the background right now. She's going crazy because she's not in the room with me. But if you do hear her, she's okay. Next, I'm going to go in with my Kosas, what is this, Golden Bronze in the shade Medium. I'm going to take a small brush. I don't know where I got this one from. It was probably from an Ipsy bag that I got a while ago. I'm just going to dip my brush into it. And then just apply it where you would usually apply bronzer. I really like the finish that it has. It's very like a dewy finish. It's like a highlighter. It's like a highlighter bronzer. I'm just gonna apply that to my cheeks as well and blend that upward. My temples. And then down into my jawline as well. Then I'm just going to take a little bit more, or you know what, I'm just going to use what's left over on my brush and just go over the sides of my nose, a little bit over the bridge, just a little bronzy look. And then I'm just going to take some and put it over my eyelids, just like that. Next I'm going to go in with the Tower 28 blush in the shade Magic Hour. This is one of the items that I got from the Sephora VIB sale. It's a very dewy product, and I'm just using the back end of my beauty blender and tapping that in and just picking up some product. A lot of product. And then I'm just blending that out on the apples of my cheeks and then bringing it up like so. It adds a nice shine to the skin. I am usually I have like an oily skin type, so I usually don't go for dewy products, but this one I found it like wears throughout the day and it doesn't fade off or doesn't congeal with my oils from my face. I'm just gonna put some on my nose as well. Then I'm just going to go in with my highlight next. This is from Clinique. It's the Powder Pop Flower Highlighter. Picking up a little bit with this fluffy brush. And applying it to the high points of my face. Just my cheekbones. It's not like very highlighty. It's more of like a subtle glow, which I like. I don't like very blingy highlighters. Put that under my brows as well. And then on my Cupid's bow. Okay. Next I'm just going to fill in my brows with the Morphe, what is this? Micro Brow Pencil in the shade... It doesn't have a shade name on it, but it's just a regular brown, like a light brown color. Just gonna look in the mirror here. Just gonna elongate it a little bit. I don't usually fill in the front because I feel like it looks a little bit too heavy, so I just do the back end. The difference. I don't really like my eyebrows. They're very like coarse, the hairs, so they're hard to manage, and I have so much trouble doing that like soap brow trend that everyone's doing. I can't do those with my brows. They just don't stay up. They don't look good. Next I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Brush that through my brows. I know some people usually wait till the end to set their face, but I like to set it after I put on all my powders and everything. So I'm just going to go in with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, now that I sprayed my face, I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow primer. This is the Kat Von D Shake Primer High Impact Eyeshadow Primer. Just gonna shake that. This is a very liquidy formula. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite. I'm still trying it out. But I have noticed that my eyeshadow does stay on quite a long time when I use this. I'm just gonna put that on my eyelid. Taking out the creases from my concealer. And whatever's left over on my hand, I'm gonna put on the other eye. Alright, so the palette that I'm going to go in with for my eyes is by Huda Beauty, the Mercury Retrograde palette. And I think I'm going to go in with the shade... Alright, I lied. I'm not going to go in with that yet. I'm just going to prime my eyelids a little bit more. Or just layer this on top. I'm going to take the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer that I use for my face. And just apply a little bit to my eyelids, just to have like a blank canvas. Alright, so I'm going to zoom you a little bit closer for my eyes. So first I'm going to go in with the shade Crash. Just going to blend that to the crease. I hope this concealer works well with the shadows because I haven't used it together yet. I guess that's a little bit more than the crease, but I'll refine it a little bit more later. Next I'm going to go in with a smaller brush within the shade Karma. I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner and blend it a little bit in. Okay, I really like how those two colors blended together. Makes a nice shade. Then I'm going to take another clean brush and go in with the shade Momentum. Kind of blend that on the outer corners up to the brow bone. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Gold Glitch. I'm just going to go in with my finger. Apply that to the center of my lid. Kind of bringing it outwards. Then I'm going to go in again with Karma. And just blend out that outer corner again to give it more of a gradient. Finally, I'm going to go in with Vortex. I'm just going to put that right up against the lash line and kind of wing it out a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to catch my other eye up to speed and then we're going to move on to lips. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eyes Mascara. I'm just going to apply that really quickly. You can see the difference. It's quite impressive. Alright, so now that I got some mascara on my eyelashes and my eyelids, I am going to go in with my lip liner. This is by Charlotte Tilbury, the Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. I'm just going to overline them a little bit. Alright, now that they're all filled in, I'm going to go in with my Tower 28. This is the lip gloss in the shade Chill, so it's just clear. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please leave a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed this video and subscribe. and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.